You are being asked to do a project where you will be locating text that supports or contradicts a critical choice or belief that you have in your life after reading a selected article. This will require you to think about your beliefs and views of topics being discussed in the article. And this being an election year, it's a perfect time to think of what you believe and look at the candidates both locally and nationally to align those candidates to your beliefs. Doing such an activity is typically for your own decision making and helps responsible adults make decisions based on facts rather than feelings. The first step in the process of this project is to read the article and then to brainstorm your beliefs and critical decisions that you have made. Some of these topics may be the same or similar as your friends, but some may vary and be unique to you. Why is that? The uniqueness of your beliefs and the critical decisions that you make come from your life experiences, culture, upbringing, education, interests, and so many things like that. Once you have brainstormed your beliefs on the topic you've read about, you will need to narrow it down to one. How do you do this? Research. Research helps all of us learn about a topic, understand points of view, become informed, and ultimately to form our own foundation of beliefs that will guide many life decisions, such as voting. Sometimes that research will lead you to changing a belief, and sometimes it will not. Researching both sides of a topic will allow you to understand a different point of view and to be informed about both sides. Once you have read your article, you will be going to Launchpad on the NEISD website in order to access your library resources. We will be using two different resources to help you with this project. Once you have logged into Launchpad, you're going to go to your Library Resources tab. We are going to be looking at two resources to help you tackle your project in English. And the first one is going to be SIRS Issues Researcher. The second one is going to be Opposing Viewpoints. Both of these are online digital databases, which are compilations of lots of different resources from lots of different places where someone else has already done the research to determine whether that resource is reliable or not. When you go to Google, you have to determine whether that is a reliable resource, and that can be difficult at times. So as you guys are embarking on getting ready for college next year and moving on to the next stage of life, your professors are going to require you to use educational databases when you do research projects in college. So we like to get you used to this so that you know how to do it, and it makes it a little bit easier because you don't have to determine the reliability of your resources. So you can know that anything that you look at on these sites or these databases is reliable and has already been checked for you. As you can see, SIRS Issues Researcher is a database that's very colorful, very visual. You can actually use the arrows to scroll through different topics, trending topics, the editor's picks, and then if you need help choosing a topic, here's some categories that you can choose from. But you also have up here the search bar. One of the things that I've always been very interested in is Michelle Obama's wanting to change school lunches to be healthier. I do know that school lunches don't taste as good as they did when I was in school, but I've always wanted to know why those changes were made and what the changes were that benefited me. So I can just go here and I can look up school. Oh, and look, school food came up. I'm sure we could type in school lunches as well. And you can see here, we've got all these different source types right here. We have 7,597 newspaper articles, 6,262 magazines, 111 images, and these images are okay for you to use for projects and things like that, and you will not be infringing on any copyright violations. We have 160 books that they recommend, 52 web resources, 2,164 government sources, 551 scholarly journals, and 528 other sources. Now, that's a whole lot of information. And no, you are not going to use all of it. nor are you even going to use probably a very small amount of it. But you'll notice here that you have a little quick summary of this topic and what it is, and you can read more on that topic right here. And if you read the full summary right here of what this topic is about, you've got some critical questions and this great little cartoon that you can read about the school lunch lady. And then you have a timeline that you can go through. There's a lot of good information there. And then down here at the bottom, you have some other topics that are related to the issue that you are looking at. Now, if we go back to where we started, we can start scrolling through 5 myths about school food, states scrambled to pay for healthier school food, adopting a healthy school food program, or we can scroll into some of these newspaper articles, things like that. I highly suggest that when you go into these resources, you read the quick summaries on what that article is about. That's where you can analyze whether that article is going to help you or not help you. Once you've determined if it's going to help you, jot down some information about that article so you can come back to it. Big steps towards healthier school food. Let's say I wanted to use this one. If I come in here, I can save this to the cloud. I can cite my resource. Remember that we have to cite whatever we use if you're going to use it in your project. And if I cite it, all I have to do is copy and paste what's in blue into my paper or copy it right here. Sorry. Copy and paste to make sure that I give credit to where I got that information. I can email this article to myself or I can print it. This will save this article to your Google Drive so that you can access it later and you don't have to go back and look for it. So this is a great feature. Save it into your Google Drive, okay? And then you can access it as long as you're doing this project. So that's a very important feature I want you guys to see. Then when I'm done with that one, I can go and look at some of the other things that are out there. I might decide that I need an image, so I can go back to the beginning. I can click into images and I might decide I need this image. So I can use that. I have all those same features here as well. Opposing Viewpoints is another database that's going to be great for this project that you're doing. And this one is very similar. Oh, we're having some stuff with ClassLink go on, so you're going to get some of those little pop-ups. But you can scroll through some of the things that are going on in our national news and stuff like that. But you can also search up here. And remember, I was researching school foods or school lunches is what I was researching. So I'm going to look up school lunches. And the same thing as before, these are all the different resources up here, guys. And you're not going to use all of them, but I've got 17 things under viewpoints. Free lunch programs encourage government dependency. So that would be people that are against school lunches, most likely. School lunch programs encourage proper nutrition. That's going to be a viewpoint of being for school lunches. So it gives you a chance to read on both sides of the issue and kind of determine what is your belief, what are you thinking, and what do you want to adopt as your belief. Did you believe one way at the beginning and now you see a different point of view, and so you think, oh well, maybe I need to think about this differently. As you do this, guys, remember that just like the other database, when you click into your article, that you can cite your article, you can download your article, you can print your article, you can put a link into your Google Drive. So there's lots of different ways for you to get these. Not necessarily that you need to print every article, because you can download them or you can put a link into your Google Drive on just a Google Sheet. So that you can access it again and again and again without having to worry about where you got it from. Right here is how you get into your Google Drive and save it. As you can see, I have to just select my Google Drive, allow it, and documents have been sent to my drive, and it will save in a folder that is named Gale in Context Opposing Viewpoints. When I want to cite my article, it's right here. It also saves that citation into your Google Drive so that you can access that when you need to do your resource citations to give credit where you got your information from. Remember, if you have any questions at all, guys, I do have virtual office hours that you can locate the Zoom link on my web page for the Madison Library, or you can always send me an email and I can help you out at a different time than those office hours. I hope you guys have fun with this project. I hope it's a project that means something to you. And if you need any help, please let me know. Have a great day.